If you guys thought Clash of Champions was bad, if you guys thought TakeOver 31 was bad, I swear, this pay-per-view, I swear, this pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell 2020, will be a night that we will never forget. It'll be a night that we will never forget. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And tonight I'm going to be giving you guys the results from 2020 Hell in a Cell, and I can't believe it. But what I'm about to reveal to you guys is nuts. Absolutely nuts. I don't even know what to make of it. And I apologize for the lighting. My lighting is a bit odd here. Let me use my laptop. Give me 1 second. Let me use my laptop for some more light. There we go. Alright, that might work out. This might help. Alright, you guys. So, hang on. Alright, there we go. Alright, so, there we go. Now that I got everything situated. So, the whole night kicks off, obviously, with the Hell in a Cell kickoff show where we saw R-Truth defend his 24/7 championship against Drew Gulak and R-Truth, and this was a pretty good match. So I will admit this was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool match, a really interesting contrast of styles. You know, with Gulak as more as more of a submission technical based superstar. R-Truth is more of an all around type of star, but R-Truth rolled up Drew Gulak to pick up the victory and retain the title, and once that came to pass, the the Lucha House Party, Lince Dorado, Gran Metalik, and Akira Tozawa, and even also Drew Gulak were chasing R-Truth into the Thunderdome, and Drew Gulak literally just was like, "Hey, John Cena sucks." That was a bit harsh. But that was the match. That was the match, and I have to admit, Drew Gulak, I think he's way in over his head. So, alright, you guys. I'm gonna be honest here. This match that kicked off the pay-per-view itself is so it was just too brutal. Jey Uso, Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship inside Hell in a Cell, where the only way to win is to make your opponent utter the words, "I quit." 5 letters, 2 words. That simple. Jey Uso brought it. He brought the fight, and of course, Jey Uso is no stranger to Hell in a Cell. Obviously, he and his brother Jimmy won the SmackDown Tag Team titles from the New Day inside the Cell, and I remember doing the results for that night. Literally. Yeah, I remember watching that pay-per-view, and that was the match that kicked off 2017 Hell in a Cell. That's what kicked off the match. The whole night. And And this match was just absolutely brutal, and it even broke my heart. And I'm literally like, you might not be able to see it, but I'm literally getting all teary eyed just talking about it. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso brought the fight to each other. Jey Uso wouldn't quit. Roman Reigns wouldn't quit. And so when Roman Reigns was about to hit Jey Uso with the steel steps, Jimmy Uso came in and was like, dude, we family. Why would you do this? And Roman Reigns applied the guillotine. Excuse me. On Jimmy Uso, and it got to the point where Jey Uso literally just said, I quit. I don't know why. I mean, I can understand, Roman Reigns trying to be the head of the table as he calls himself, but what he did to the Usos was just pretty much the one thing that Samoa Joe said on commentary for the next matchup, which was obviously Elias versus Jeff Hardy, called him a tyrant. I believe that. I believe that Roman Reigns is indeed a tyrant. That was just so hard to watch. But, of course, too, yes, Roman Reigns did retain the Universal Championship, which begs the question, who is going to be his next challenger? And then, of course, we have Elias versus Jeff Hardy. There really wasn't much about this match. This match only lasted, 2 minutes? Or something like that. And when Elias went out of the ring to get his guitar, Jeff Hardy actually hit Elias with the guitar, forcing a disqualification, and just disintegrated the guitar into oblivion. Literally. And there wasn't much to say about that, but I will say this: Jeff Hardy's right. Jeff Hardy wasn't the one that hit Elias with the car. I mean, Jeff Hardy said himself, someone said to him, excuse me, that it was a guy with red hair and a red beard. Other than Sheamus, there's really no other person who did it, but it is what it is. Next up, we have The Miz versus Otis for the Money in the Bank briefcase. What is up with my chair? Something was up with my chair. Damn. Anyway, this was a pretty good match. I will say that. Obviously, the Money in the Bank briefcase was defended. Sorry, guys. I'm just tired. I don't know why. And I want to point out. I want to point something out that Michael Cole said on commentary. He said there has been one other time where the holder had to defend the briefcase and lost it. That was back in 2007. Literally 13 years ago in 2007, Mr. Kennedy, or rather I should say now Mr. Anderson, I guess, won the briefcase at WrestleMania 23 in Ford Field in Detroit. Edge literally goaded Kennedy into defending the briefcase, and Edge won it. Edge won the match, cashed in that very same Friday, and won the World Heavyweight Championship by cashing in on The Undertaker, of all people. In this case, it was just downhill from there because here's the thing, John Morrison was gonna hit Otis with the briefcase. The referee had caught him, ejected him, and when Otis was about to hit a big move, Tucker hit Otis with the briefcase, allowing The Miz to pick up a victory and becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. Now, of course, in the backstage area, Tucker said that it was all about Otis and whatnot. Now it's about him. I'm gonna be honest. I know that Tucker is gonna get his. He's gonna get what's coming to him. It's a matter of when. It's a matter of when. I feel bad for Otis because for those who don't know, who don't know what was in the briefcase that Miz gave JBL on SmackDown, it was money. Okay, it was a ton of money, and that was that. That's all it was money. And Corey Graves might believe that it was just evidence. It was money. I'm saying it now. It was money. Cold, hard cash, because you heard the cha-ching. You heard that cha-ching. That's how it is. So, as far, you know what, but I'm gonna be honest, I hope Miz loses, fails to cash in the briefcase, because he didn't deserve it. I'm being real. I'm being honest here. I'm being 100% honest. He did not deserve it. That was just utter disrespect. Next up, we have Sasha Banks versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Obviously, inside Hell in a Cell. And one thing that I want to point out is that this rivalry was so personal. It had to come to this. And it was an absolute war. It was an absolute war. Near fall after near fall. Finisher after finisher. Weapon after weapon. Kendo stick after kendo stick. Steel chair after steel chair. A ladder. Table. It went all over the place. And it got to the point where Sasha Banks realized what she was doing and used the steel chair. Okay? Used the steel chair on Bayley, and Bayley tapped out to the bank statement for Sasha Banks to become SmackDown Women's Champion. I have to say that was an incredible match. It was by far the match that stole the whole show. Bayley was in shock. She was like, no, this can't be. Oh, it happened. It happened. Bayley is no longer SmackDown Women's Champion. Her reign is indeed over. 380 days. I have to admit that was pretty. It was pretty impressive. I think Sasha Banks has finally put this rivalry to bed, and now she can finally focus on not just Survivor Series, but also TLC as well, which we will see. But I will admit, again, this was an incredible match. Probably the best Hell in a Cell match that Banks has ever been in. Just saying. Next up, we have a impromptu match that was announced during the kickoff show, where Mustafa Ali, the leader of Retribution, issued a challenge to the Hurt Business, and MVP would be able to pick, the opponents, whatnot. MVP was like, you know what? Why don't we raise the stakes? Bobby Lashley versus Slapjack of Retribution for the United States Championship. It was a foregone conclusion, so I'm just gonna go and say it. Lashley made Slapjack tap out to the Hurt Lock for him to retain the United States title, and that was that. That's it. That was that. Alright, you guys, now for the main event. Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Again, inside Hell in a Cell. I'm going to be honest here. I was in shock. Because there was a lot of key things that happened. So, when Drew McIntyre was going inside the cell. Randy Orton almost literally attacked him from behind, but it backfired. This match was back and forth. Randy Orton opened the cell door, climbed up to the cell, and had a steel pipe. Hit McIntyre with that pipe to his knee. McIntyre went crashing down onto the announce table. McIntyre hit a Hail Mary with that Claymore. He was going to hit it again, but it backfired, turned it into an RKO, and it's done. McIntyre was WWE Champion since WrestleMania. Okay, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October. For 6 months. 6 months. 6 months. One hell of a run. Hell of a run. But it all came to an end because now Randy Orton has tied Triple H with the second most WWE title reigns in history with 14. With 14. As far as what could be next for Drew McIntyre, the possibilities are endless. We may see him challenge for the title again. Who the hell knows? All I know is that Randy Orton is now the WWE Champion. I honestly don't know what to make of it, but that was the card. That was by far not just the most heartbreaking, but the most brutal Hell in a Cell pay-per-view I had ever seen in a long time. In a long time. Honestly, I don't know. I just don't know. But guys, that is going to do it for this video. Question of the day. Well, I guess technically question of the night, but still. What are your guys' thoughts on Hell in a Cell? Let me know in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys love seeing my prediction videos and my result videos for the pay-per-views and for TakeOver, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links are down in the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.